what I wanted to do is just take a little bit of time and do a quick walkthrough with you on the Skeeter WXR 2260. This boat is a boat that I ran last year. Super confident in the boat. The boat handles big water. It's got a ton of room. As you can see, there's no saddlebags back here to take up that floor space that's so crucial throughout the day if you're a troller, but tons and tons and tons of storage. We're going to go through it here in a little bit, but I've got two side compartments on both sides that will hold 52 3700s. That's amazing when we talk that number, 52 3700s. Most guys don't have that, but it gives me ability to have all my tackle that I think I might need when I go to a tournament or going on vacation and going to different bodies of water where I don't know what the fish are doing. I can have plastics, I can have crankbaits, I can have jigs, I can have soft plastics, I can have everything that I need right here at my fingertips. How cool is that to have that much tackle in just one box? Now think you got one more just the same size. I also have another storage compartment over here. What I like to keep in here, I've got treble hooks, spares for changing them out on crankbaits. I've got my terminal tackle, so spinners, things like that. I've got all my bass hooks and weights in here. So if I decide I want to go bass fishing, I have all that stuff right at my fingertips. Then on the other side, huge, huge storage. I can have all my trolling rods in here. It doesn't take up my main rod locker space, so I can put actually up to 14-foot rods down the side of this boat. Absolutely amazing the amount of storage in here. Room for 4 pedestals on the main cockpit area. You can also get an optional third row seating. You'll see the 2 bases back here that the third row seating actually sits in. Huge live well back here. So as we move forward, you come to the cockpit area. Tons of room here in the cockpit. I've got 2 13-inch screens up here mounted on Geiger Tech bases, super clean. Cooler right where I want it, right here from the driver or passenger. If you want to grab a cold refreshment or a water out of there, you've got them handy right there at your tips, your hands. Moving up here, tons of rod storage. I don't have this full yet. I've just got a few in here from making sure everything ran yesterday. Ruler holder right there. They've thought of a lot of different things. The other thing that we've done is eliminated that front bait well that nobody actually used. And what I actually use it for is my leader storage. So I've got my Berkeley Gin Clear there. I've got my Trilene 100% fluorocarbon there. I've got Fireline. I've got mono in here. So I've got everything right there. So when I want to tie up a leader, it's all handy right there. Then we move to this compartment here. This is where I keep all my life jackets, my emergency gear, my fire extinguisher, my tools, my rope, in case I need to help somebody out in the water, my throw cushion. I've got my scales in there, balance beam, everything. So tons of storage in there. We move to this side. And once again, a bunch more storage. And what I've actually done here, I've actually got a couple different storage things that I utilize. But like this one, I've got my planer boards, my rod holders in here. Then I can put 2 more milk crates in here and keep more crankbaits if I want. The other thing I've done is there's a company that actually makes a lot of accessories. This is Amped Outdoors, and they actually make a bunch of molded plastic things. So this is my trash can in the boat. I can have another little compartment like this where I have my scale, things like that. And you can move them. So literally just making your boat more efficient out on the water. We get up here to the bow. This is where you really notice the difference in the WXR 2260 is how much room. I can have 2 guys up here. I've got my dual mount graphs on my Geiger Tech mount. This thing is super, super solid. They aren't going anywhere, but it gives me the ability to have 2 big screens up here being solid, being able to run big water. But 2 guys can stand up here. If we're actually looking for fish or casting at fish, 2 guys can stand up here and be really efficient with tons of room. Got my Minn Kota Ultrex mounted there in the floor, recessed foot pedal. I've got extra tool holders up here. I've got my Raptor deployment system right here. The stomp buttons. I've got my TH Marine Hydrowave right there. So we've just got a lot of room in this boat. Rod storage down the sides, that's super awesome. Literally just take it out, go right over your rods, secure for making big runs. Skeeter WX 2260 gives you the ability to have lots of storage, comfortable ride, and great fishing platform. Check them out at skeeterboats.com.